Brother, it's a long road from Amistad to Toho. Doesn't matter which way you go, the miles are all the same. But when you finally get there, and when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit lost out on the lake. Gonna back this boat into the water, find a way to win a couple dollars.
Hi, Steve Von Brand here for the Bass College. I'm here with Mike Phillips again, Newark Basser. We're at an undisclosed location. We're going to do some pond hopping today. This is called Hurricane Bassin. We're sitting in the eye of Hurricane Irene, getting ready to get slammed. We're not crazy enough to take the boats out, but we're crazy enough and fanatical enough to run around from community pond to small lakes and things like that in between the storm and the rain and try and catch some bass. So we're going to do some hurricane bassing today. Hopefully we'll see you guys in a minute with a great big trophy bass right in the middle of Hurricane Irene here from the East Coast in Delaware. And we'll see you in a minute. Okay, there we go. Here's the first one on a Dirty Jigs swim jig, bluegill with a net bait pocket crawl trailer, full color. I mean full size with a blue flex. Not bad. Not giant, but he's fat. See how chunky he is? Look how much food's in it. I don't know what that is, bait fish or whether it's crayfish or frogs.
Sunnies and crays, there's definitely crayfish in here.
Same thing. All right, Dirty Jig swim jig. Got on a 3/8 ounce net bait pocket crawl trailer in blue with the black blue with the fleck. Decent bass, not giant, but just barely 3 pounds. Probably would have been like 3 1/4, 3 1/2 in the spring, you know, or
yeah,
late
easily.
fall, but this is not as big of a stomach as the other one though, but it's decent.
Good length to her.
Looks pretty good. Now what is that you've got on 65-pound test braid? And what frog was this?
This is a black ribbit toad. Soft plastic on a worm hook. Right there, black and red. It's a little heavier than your other normal ribbits.
Yeah, it's big. You could throw like a Lake Fork frog too, like that. They're about that size. But
I mean, that's,
see, that's
3 1/2,
decent.
4. Probably
Yeah.
3 1/2, 3.75.
Yeah, it's like close to 4, but it's a nice fish. It's not real fat. If it was fatter,
Yeah.
it would weigh much more. It'd be well over 4,
Nice
4 1/2. But
nice mouth on her.
but hit pretty hard on that frog, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, he punished the frog.
Yeah, I'm here a few miles down the road from our last place. We threw Senkos there. We threw spinnerbaits, skeet reef redemptions. We threw chatterbaits in different colors.
Tails,
Yeah, little inline spinners. We threw all different types of baits, and they were just in a non-aggressive mood. They wouldn't hit it. Buzz baits, but this one finally hit a frog. I'm punching through the pads here with a 3/4 ounce jig. I just started doing that, so we'll see if anything happens with that.
Different fish. This one's fatter. God, I wish you could have got that on film, dude. That thing jumped out of the water to hit that thing. Did you hear the splash or no? Yeah. Oh, he crushed it. Yeah. Top of the mouth, I got him deep.
Same thing.
I don't know if I'll be able to get the... You got your pliers?
Yeah, they're back here. Hold that up, we'll take a picture and then we'll get him out.
That's closer to 4, just from the weight of it.
Yeah, that's 4. Yeah, it's fatter. It's not, the belly's not as skinny, see?
And he completely blew up on the top water.
Oh yeah. We've moved down into the corner now. Mike keeps throwing the frog. I keep hoping I'm going to get something on a swim jig here. But I guess if they're not going to hit that swim jig in a minute and they're going to hit a frog, I guess I'm going to switch to a frog. I wanted to throw 2 different baits, but it's all right.
He's actually kind of heavy for his size.
Yeah, it's got some weight, but it's just not that big of a fish. Probably weighs 2 1/4, 2 1/2 maybe.
Yeah, easily 2 1/2.
Yeah.
Hit it right when it hit the surface.
Yeah. Hurricane Bassin, Delaware. Right before Hurricane Irene. That, Mike, how this happened.
All right, so that's probably 2 1/2.
Yeah, nice, chunky.
Yeah, basically,
but
we
you
got
can
this,
see this kind of gunk that it is.
Real thick scum. We're running across the top. We had a real nice boil, so I've been throwing it back out, and We were hoping this was the fish. This isn't it yet. He's still right about here. So
Tell them how you're working this and what it is, what they're
Okay.
doing under there.
So basically, I got a rage tail shad. I got an all white one. And since this is so thick, I'm either running it across real fast, or that time I was just twitching it real slow. You know, trying not to get hung up in the gunk, but, you know, giving it time so that I was moving the water and moving, you know, the pads. Of course, he probably struck it, spit it, and swam away, and he'll come back in a minute.
Well, we better shoot on out of here. We're crazy, but we're not insane. The storm is pressing down. It's looking pretty ominous up there, so we're going to get on out of here. We caught some bass, some hurricane bass, and had some fun, so now it's time to batten down the hatches. Everybody's safe, and I'm up here in Wilmington, and Mike's going to go back home, and we're all going to ride this one out, so hopefully everything will be okay, and I'll still have a house to go back to, and I'll be reporting to you on this from my house. It's okay. If not, we'll play it from here and see what happens. So until next time, this is Steve Von Brandt for the Bass College here in Newark with Mike, Newark Basser, down here in Hurricane Irene, and we'll see you in a minute, hopefully. We'll see you down on the water if there's any water left.
Yeah, if there's any ponds.
Any ponds left.
The state's going to be a pond.
Around the corner from my sister's house where I'm staying. This is the street that you go to get into her house. Obviously a tree has fallen across the road. The wires out. This is the barber shop here around the corner from her house. Boulevard, Belfont. Just across the street from my old house right here in Wilmington. I lived right around the corner from where my sister is now, where I'm staying with her. I'm driving around another tree now, heading around the neighborhood. A lot of trees down, a lot of damage in our neighborhood where I've been staying with my sister up here in North Wilmington on Penny Hill. I'm heading back up Brandywine Boulevard now towards my sister's house where I'm staying. My mother's down in Newark with my cousin. They had power the whole time, damage, but power the whole time and not really much flooding. I have the basements all flooded here at our house. As you can see, we got a lot of tree damage. This is around the corner from my sister's and right across the street from my old house. This is the house that I just sold right here. This is my house. I sold this in 2007 to move down to the beach here in Lewis. That's my house. Now I'm going to head back around the corner, back down to my sister's. I was unable to find anything to eat. No stores are open, and anything that is open doesn't have any food. And then one place, there was Burger King was open on the Concord Pike. But when the woman got up there ahead of me, they were at gunpoint being held up on Shipley Road now. I'm actually at Marsh Road getting ready to go Shipley. Here's some more of the storm damage. A couple miles up the road from my house from where I went to high school, from my sister's. Just surveying some of the storm damage here before I get ready to go back down to our house at the beach in Lewis, down to the Bass College. Check out the home and the office and see how we fared. A lot of site members have helped us out, and they checked it out and said everything looks structurally okay. So I'm going to get in there tomorrow morning and see how it is, and I'll talk to you guys in a minute after we survey some more of this damage and try to find a little bit of food. And nowhere has food, nothing's open, got nothing left to eat, we got no power, no phones, nothing. So I'm going to go try and see if we can find something to eat for tonight, and hopefully our batteries will last. We can't buy batteries or a generator here either. Okay, I'm back home. This is my sister's house here in Bellefonte, right off of Penny Hill. And we had a roaring river coming down this street all last night. We've been out, like I say, out of power since 9 o'clock last night, and it's afternoon today. I'm going to head back down tomorrow morning on Monday and pick up my mother, and then we're going to go back down to Lewis. We had a tornado set down there and destroyed somewhere between 17 and 35 buildings to different degrees, and of course major flooding all over the streets. But my friend Skip Ludnot here from our site says that my house looks fairly intact, so hopefully everything will be okay inside. I know we have no power, but I'd rather be there with no power and you know, and be home and take care of the property than to be here with no power. So I'll see you guys sometime, maybe down on the water. I'm in Lewis now. We just got here. It's a Monday afternoon, and looks like despite losing some roof tiles, quite a few actually, there's a couple more piles like that, so we're going to have to replace the roof, but minus losing some roof tiles, place is fine. Bashed some tomato plants down, knocked off some roof tiles, some minor flooding, but short of that, we seem to be okay. So until next time, Steve Von Brandt here at the Bass College. 3 or 4 days this will settle down, and I'll see you guys down on the water.
Brother, it's a long road from Amistad to Toho. Doesn't matter which way you go, the miles are all the same. But when you finally get there, and when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit